I fired up my podcast again last week. The post-show podcast is back, but the first thing that hit me was realizing the massive editing time required. Podcasts are just painfully long, and honestly, spending half my work week just chopping up conversations is not my favorite part of the job. That is exactly why I decided to bring Vizard back into my personal post-production workflow immediately. I used to bounce between a few different tools for remote guest recording, accurate transcription, and repurposing clips. I really needed one solution that could handle the heavy lifting for editing and then actually churn out a steady stream of shorts without me micromanaging every single post. Vizard does all the clever heavy lifting for me in a way that feels incredibly lazy great, letting me focus purely on creating better content. So today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how Vizard fits into my process, what I use it for most, and why it shaved hours off my editing time. I'll also clearly point out where some of the other popular tools really start to fall short, so you don't have to test everything yourself. Alright, let's get right into the good stuff now. Picture having a full 1-hour interview with 2 cameras running, dealing with a few awkward pauses, and needing a week's worth of social content ready to go. With Vizard, the process starts simply. I just upload the entire raw recording or point it to where the finished file is already sitting. Immediately after that upload, it gives me a clean transcript, accurate speaker separation, and most importantly, the viral clip generator. Honestly, the one-click auto-edit viral clips feature is the one I lean on the most every time. When I hit that button, Vizard scans the whole episode, looking for high engagement moments, emotional spikes, and strong opening hooks. It then spits out a whole batch of ready-to-preview clips that I can start reviewing right away. It's not magic fairy dust where you never touch anything, but it nails maybe 70 to 80% of the clips perfectly on the first pass. The rest I fine-tune very quickly by just dragging a couple of simple trims or changing the in and out points by a few frames. To be completely honest, the time savings I get from this automated process are absolutely insane every single week. Diving into the user interface, I have to say it is incredibly clean and very simple to navigate. You see the original video window right next to the full transcript, and the speaker blocks are color-coded so you always know who is talking. If you want to jump to a specific part of the conversation, you just search the transcript for any keyword you can remember. For example, if I want the bit where we talked about Los Angeles, I type in that phrase and boom, it takes me right there instantly. That simple direct jump feature alone used to consume such a massive amount of my time fiddling around before. Another neat thing is how Vizard's clips are automatically optimized for whatever platform format you select. You just pick a target like TikTok or Instagram Reels, and it suggests the right ratio and even repositions the crop so the main subject stays framed. This means no more exporting a square video and realizing your guest's face is completely chopped out of the shot unexpectedly. It also auto-generates perfectly readable captions that are fully editable, which is crucial for short-form video views. Crucially, those auto-generated captions are easily editable right inside the main transcription window. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, isn't Riverside or Descript already doing a lot of this for me? The short answer is yes, they do some of it, but usually with some pretty noticeable caveats attached to the features. Riverside is absolutely great for getting high-quality local tracks, especially when your guest's internet connection is sketchy, so I still use it for initial recording. Descript's text-based editing is brilliant for precise content surgery on a single file, but it's not built around automatically finding viral clips at scale. Plus, Descript can get quite pricey when you start needing export presets and access to all of those advanced features. Other platforms like Kapwing or Headliner are handy for quick, manual clips, but they just lack that intelligent viral clip detection engine entirely. What truly sets Vizard apart for me is that it combines 3 specific things I was juggling across different apps into one platform. First, it nails the automatic clip discovery, actively finding the content moments that are most likely to perform well online. Second, it offers the ability to actually auto-schedule those newly created posts directly from within the application. And finally, it includes a content calendar to manage your entire distribution strategy in one unified, organized place. Those 3 features working together are what make this feel like an actual end-to-end solution rather than a patchwork of separate apps. Speaking of that auto-schedule function, once I have a batch of clips I like, Vizard can actually start pushing them out for me. You set the posting frequency, say 1 clip a day, 5 times a week, and it loads up your social accounts according to your preset schedule. You always have the option to approve the entire queue before anything goes live, or you can let it run on full autopilot mode. For creators who want to build consistency without having to hire an entire social media manager, this is an absolutely massive advantage. I set my posting schedule once, and suddenly my social output looks like I hired a whole team to manage everything for me. The integrated content calendar has also proven to be surprisingly useful for maintaining oversight. It gives you that necessary bird's eye view of what is scheduled, what has already posted, and how all that content is currently performing. You can easily drag and drop clips right on the calendar to reshuffle the order or quickly add notes and hashtags right there. Keeping all of that planning inside the app means I don't have to bounce back and forth to a separate scheduler or a massive spreadsheet. Okay, now for a practical demo moment, here is how I actually use this for a brand new episode file. First, I upload that one master file directly into the Vizard project workspace. Vizard processes the audio and video, and then it automatically creates that multi-speaker synchronized transcript for review. I then take a quick glance through the transcript and manually add a couple of tags like editing tips or personal story to help guide the AI's prioritization. After I've tagged what I want, I just hit the big Generate Clips button to officially start the automated creation process. Depending on how long the episode ran, it usually gives me a curated batch of about 10 to 20 suggested clips right off the bat. From there, I preview those suggestions, delete the ones that feel weaker, and then refine the best ones by nudging the in or out points slightly. The final step in this stage is choosing the destination platform, like YouTube or Instagram, for each individual clip I decide to keep. One thing I always make sure to do is give a final check over all of the auto-generated captions before they go out. Vizard's auto-captions are really solid, but they can sometimes butcher proper names or very niche industry terminology. Fortunately, making a small fix in the main transcript updates all the associated captions instantly, which saves me from manual retyping. The export options are actually really flexible for whatever your next step might be. You can download clips in different resolutions, or you can send them directly to all your connected social media accounts in one go. If you want to bulk export all the finished clips so an offline editor can handle them, that's just a simple one-click operation. For those who want to go a bit further, you can jump into the built-in editor to add a subtle color grade or overlay background music. Let's be totally real, no piece of software out there is going to be absolutely flawless all the time. Vizard sometimes misses a subtle context switch or a joke that really needs a human editor to add a quick lead-in phrase. That's why I still spend a small amount of time doing one quick manual pass on the main, long-form edited episode myself. But instead of spending 3 to 5 hours just on that main edit, I'm now spending maybe 30 to 60 minutes cleaning it up, plus a short time polishing clips. For me, that trade-off is the perfect balance to achieve incredible post-production results in the current landscape. Regarding the pricing, there is a free trial available so you can test out the auto-editing and clip features on a couple of your own episodes. From there, tiers exist for creators who simply need more automated scheduling capabilities and maybe some team features down the line. Compared to some competitors, Vizard's automation and content calendar combo offers more value if you are serious about repurposing long-form content. Riverside might end up costing you more per month if you're paying for high-end recording quality and transcripts bundled together. And Descript can become expensive once you upgrade to unlock those unlimited exports and the overdub credits. Vizard's sweet spot is definitely for creators who want to scale their content distribution without sinking a huge amount of time into manual tasks. If you are currently on the fence about trying something like this, here is my simple recommendation for testing it out right now. Upload just one single, full episode, let the AI generate the clips, and then manually pick the 3 that feel the absolute strongest to you. Post those 3 clips organically across your platforms, and then genuinely see how they perform over the course of a single week. You will very quickly see whether those AI-generated clips actually translate to more listens or a healthier follower count for you. For me personally, this process turned one long interview into an entire week of daily content that actually started pulling in new viewers. So yeah, that has been my entire experience using Vizard to automate the most boring parts of content repurposing. It is definitely not a magic wand, but it is the single most useful tool I have found for turning long conversations into consistent short video output. If you record interviews or any long-form spoken content and you actually care about your growth, it is worth trying that free tier. If you want to see a walkthrough of my exact steps, how I tag the transcript, and what export settings I use, drop a comment and I will make a deeper tutorial. Also, if you are using other tools that are working really well for you, please let me know what those are in the comments section. I still keep Riverside in my toolbox for high-quality remote recording sessions when needed, and I switch between apps sometimes. But for turning a single podcast episode into a steady automated stream of shorts, Vizard has definitely become my go-to workhorse. Alright, that is pretty much it for this specific breakdown, so please go try Vizard out if you are just tired of spending hours editing. Let me know how the experience goes for you in the comments below after you test it out. If you haven't yet, go take a listen to the latest episode of the Post-Show podcast and then tell me which specific clip you would turn into a short. Thank you all for tuning in this time around, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you in the next one.